Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. Now we have a Fang Moor rerun. This is really good of the devs to do this. Basically there's an issue with missing potions last time around. And as I said, hello adventurer, there was an issue when the potions were missing in the recent Fang Moor faction event. And they have refunded the gems anybody spent in the event as compensation, which is really good. As well as done a rerun of the entire thing. So we can do the whole thing as if it started just from today. Now I'll start it up and show that the potions are there again now. There it says, potion of enchantment, potion of explosion, potion of rejuvenation, etc. Now they are there again, and there's been a small amount of confusion regarding the potions and how they work. That's because of the changes in the underworld, the way that the potions work. Now, the thing to remember is if you've got your horde level on the underworld in this particular faction, which is Fang Moor, up to level 100, you will already be receiving a potion of enchantment. You do not need to buy a tier 1 to gain that potion of enchantment. And if your horde level is on a level 105, you will also be receiving a potion of explosion. So if you just want to do like the basic levels that are here, without buying extra tiers from the shop and things like that, but you'd like to get the potion of enchantment benefits and the potion of explosion benefits, you don't need to buy these. You're already going to have them. I'll show this ever so briefly by going to the underworld. This is Fang Moor. You can check your horde level. Now 105 is a really good level to have your horde levels at, because if you go to level, you will see I've already got the potion of enchantment and the potion of explosion. The next one is the potion of rejuvenation, which if we increase our horde level, will show you get that if you get the horde level in this particular faction up to level 115. So that's how it works. But I'll just show it. Like, for example, I'll start this game up now and I'll show the Fang Moor. And I'll start it up without buying anything from the shop, and I'll show that we still start with a potion of enchantment and a potion of explosion. But I'll just show the team first. I've done a bunch of the levels already. I'm starting on level 50 for this video because the early levels are so straightforward. It's an absolute breeze. But I'm going with a double Tesla. A couple of people mentioned it in the comments, namely Legend Dairy and Sam Robson. Like a double Tesla team is good. I've changed the other troops that they use just for variety, because there's a lot of ways you can go about using Tesla. Tesla's spell, if you're not familiar, deals 8 true scatter damage boosted by all ally and enemy armor. So everyone's armor on both sides combined. So the key to this is to do true damage if you can, because you don't want to take away any of their armor by hitting them, because obviously the armor gets reduced first. So true damage is the way to go if you can. So generally don't take skull hits. They're just there by accident sometimes. But they can be a benefit as well, because you're going to do a lot of damage with this, especially with the two of them. Now the benefit with a Tesla as well is the spell is set in stone. It doesn't increase or decrease. Doesn't matter if you're level 1 to start the game or you're level 5,000. The damage this does is going to be, it cannot be boosted basically by the spell itself. Everything's written in black. There's no way of getting that magic increased by that. And this is really beneficial to a newer player, because what this basically means is the way these events work, with the enemy getting more and more powerful all the time, that actually works against them. The more armor they have, the more damage Tesla does. And this is really cool. So we have 2 of these in the team for just a uber devastation of the opposition. I'm going to use Mountain Crusher as the fast mana generator. Explodes a bunch of brown gems, generating mana for the entire team. And Carnex is an interesting troop in last place. I really like this for this kind of event. Creates 5 skulls, so you may get some incidental skull damage, which can help sometimes. But then the flaw with these troops that create skulls sometimes, and I'm even looking at you, Wild King and Wild Queen, is they can set up the opposition sometimes. But this then explodes 10 skulls afterwards. So if there was any incidental skull damage left behind for the opposition, this often removes them, as well as gains a load of mana. Really cool. And this also gains a bunch of armor at the same time. And because Tesla's spell is boosted by all ally and enemy armor, increases Tesla's damage even more. Right, I'll just show the banner rune for this, which is +2 blue, +1 red, -1 green, sunken banner from the sunken fleet. And I'm going to go with a knight class, but I'll show you a different class if you don't get any benefits from this one. And I say don't get any benefits because basically a lot of high level players, this gain 2 armor every turn is going to be incidental and not really make a difference. Even gain 10 armor if in first position is not going to make a lot of difference to many players. So if you're a lower level player, I'd say this is a good way to go because that is a good boost. Gain barrier at the start is obviously handy. Razor armor is good, add 20% of armor to skull damage, handy when those skulls hit from Carnex. Commander also pretty handy. Banishment can be good. Inspiration is okay. If you don't have a Medal of Anu, I'm going to use a Medal of Anu with this to get 20% start, but it doesn't make much difference with the Potion of Enchantment, to be honest. But that one can be handy if you don't have a Medal of Anu. And armor plating, all mech allies gain 2 armor every turn, which is good for Carnex. What we'll say is if you are going to go a long way into this event, or struggling and getting hit every now and again and losing a troop or 2, then switch to Elementalist. That third trait alone just can save you entirely. Stun, freeze, burn and entangle a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. Really, really good. So switch to that for a safety first method in this event, so to speak. And other troops, if you don't have a Carnex, you could throw in a Merilith. That is a good way of generating mana as well. Merilith destroys a load of gems. Pretty decent. You could even go a Ragnagord. That's another good one. Explodes a load of gems. That would be really good in first place. And then you could have the hero at the bottom with a weapon that maybe has a summon. So if Ragnagord dies, you've got a summoner at the bottom as well there. So that's another good way to go about it as well. Anything that does one of the summons, anything like that, which makes sense to use. Explodes gems, generates mana, and has a summon at the same time. In last place, with the Ragnagord in first place, is another pretty good way to go about it. So I'm going to go with this class and set up for now. Remember that Tesla's power is increased by all ally and enemy armor, so the boost right now is plus 202. I have got a Medal of Guard on as well, and I totally recommend that you do that as well if you have those. They're going to be charged next round anyway, so we may as well just give them a bash to show that we mean business. Yes, if you don't have Medals of Nysha and things like that yet, then just chuck on Medals of Guard. It gives a +8 armor increase to all allies, which again aids Tesla's damage output. Really easy team to use. Everybody's going to start enchanted. If you don't have Fang Moor on level 100 yet, so you don't get the Potion of Enchantment for free, then just grab it from the shop. Just 30 gems. Totally well worth it. It's going to last the entirety of this event. And you get other stuff as well. Extra event sigils, troops, and more besides. It's always good to get red or blue straight away if you can, because it's going to get the first Tesla charged up really fast. Carnex, I'm not going to actually cast that, probably for quite a long time. You don't actually need to. The first Portal Call is definitely the first 2 Teslas. And on the later levels, if you want a further boost to Teslas, then chuck on the Shield of Urskaya. That will give one of your Teslas, again, a mega boost. And the damage output will be absolutely just ludicrous. And we like ludicrous damage. Ludicrous damage is a good thing in this game. Right, at this point you can either go to the Mythic room and finish off this level, or you can go to the left here, do the Legendary room and pick off any other rooms which appear after. But for the speed of the video, I'm just going to do the straight to Mythic room approach. Tesla got charged straight away again. See, didn't quite kill them off now. So what we've got to remember next time is we may need to get the second Tesla charge before the casting. Even though it's enchanted at the moment, it's the mana generation has slowed down because basically the first Tesla now has first dibs on red and blue, as obviously they both use the same mana colour. So it is, when you know you've got to cast them both, it is definitely better to wait at least one round. Look at that, really good. Carnex. Got the rest of the mana we needed. Got a bit of skull damage. Exploded the ones which were, you know, hadn't made a 3 match on skulls. Really, really good. Claim your rewards and on to the next. Mythic ingots, chaos shards, glory, gold, souls, all good stuff. Like I say, if you're a newer player, I do recommend the slower but safer approach of going with, say, mythic, not mythic class, mythic class. Well, just invented something weird there. Doesn't even exist. Elementalist class. And I did show a team on the first Fang Moor run before we got this rerun event a day or two ago, which was really, really good and really, really safe as well. It is slower than this, but it is absolutely a lot safer in the long run. We may lose a troop or two on the real higher levels of this. The team I showed the other day is certainly slower, but overall safer for the newer player. Yeah, okay. Well, you don't have to do complicated maths sometimes, because you don't have to look at this to see if this is going to be enough damage, because the second Tesla is up on the next round anyway due to the Potion of Enchantment. But we didn't need it. But we will do soon on the Mythic boss at least. Or the Mythic level. Alright, when there's nothing to grab. We start with a barrier, you see, which is really handy in Night class, so we can take the mana we need. The skull hit done 0 damage. And we'll be ready on the next round to cast our Mountain Crusher. In fact, Tesla's ready, so may as well do that. What have we got this time? That's the thing with the Potion of Explosion. Sometimes it's handy, and sometimes it's just not. The amount of times you've seen, I bet, it wasn't not particularly that round then, but quite often you'll have seen a really good like 4 or 5 match straight away, which would have been really good, and then Potion of Explosion comes along and then just does something minor and then doesn't actually get you as much as what you would have had. That can happen. But I'd say more often it works in your favour than not, so gotta take the rough with a smooth. Said the friendly hedgehogs. Friendly hedgehogs. I've never met an unfriendly hedgehog, to be honest. Met an annoying hedgehog once. Remember once it was late at night and me and my girlfriend could just hear this like donking metallic bashing sound coming from somewhere, and it was like just every now and again like dink, donk, donk, donk. It was like, what the hell's going on? It was keeping us awake, so I got up and started having a mini investigation, and it was clearly coming from the just outside the front door. So grabbed my lightsaber and my pickaxe, because you never know what it is, undone the door and had a look, and all it was a hedgehog just bashing away at the catapult that was out there, which is a metal one with a rubber base. Because there must have been a bit of food trapped underneath it or something, and it was just like, it was just trying to bash it, and it was knocking it into the wall and trying to knock it over to get the food. No need for a lightsaber, pickaxe and chainsaw. didn't actually go out with that stuff at all. It was just like careful, open the door and look around the corner and see what's going on. Right, anyway, let's collect our stuff. Right, and I don't think I need to do this anymore because this is really straightforward how this is going to work. Showed another team the other day as well, and again that was without actually buying any of these tiers, because if you're level 100 in Horde level on Fang Moor, you will have a potion of enchantment already, and if you're level 105 you will already have a potion of explosion. So there's the team for this Fang Moor rerun. If you use it, liked it, whatever, found the video helpful, be sure to click that like and subscribe button. But most of all, thanks for watching. I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.